What's going on? Jared here with the Entrepreneur Outlook. Hey, I wanted to reach out today. We're actually going to talk about 5 trends. We're going to talk about 5 trends that if you are an entrepreneur, you might want to pay attention to. Every single week we bring different trends to you. And today I want to talk about these 5 trends. And I might even throw in a few bonuses actually. But one interesting one is actually at a Deccan University in Melbourne, Australia. Do you know that there is a drug company that has just figured out how to actually replicate exercise with a drug? They figured, that's right, replicate exercise with a drug. So what they did was they actually injected this drug into overweight to obese mice and rats. And so far the study has found that it actually helps those mice and rats with their cardiovascular diseases. So again, that's big news. So something to pay attention to. There's big potential with that new drug. Another interesting a new breakthrough is actually coming out of the University of Tokyo. If you have a smartphone or if you happen to pay attention to other people's smartphones, I'll be willing to bet you that if you look, you're going to see little cracks on the phones, okay? Big new breakthroughs coming up, folks. So this guy has figured out, these researchers have figured out self-healing polymers. Okay, in other words, they have figured out a way to create smartphone screens or to use this polymer where you can actually massage it and it will heal itself. Okay, so this is big news. I'll bet you that people like Android and Apple are paying attention to this. So if you get a chance to invest in that type of a breakthrough, you might consider it. Okay, it may also be used for bone strengthening and tissue engineering. So this is a big deal. I'm excited to see what type of other opportunities this opens up. 2 things actually coming out of Ireland that I wanted to talk about. I'm only counting this as one trend, but 2 things specifically. There is a new dental material that can actually kill bacteria. Okay, so in other words, if you know anyone who has suffered with tooth decay, there is a new material that can help to prevent that scientists have just uncovered, and that is actually a study. It has been released in the journal ACS Applied Materials and Interfaces. So if you want to research that, that's the place to look. Another thing out of Ireland right now, the University of Lime Rock, scientists have created electricity. They've been able to generate electricity using biomaterials. Okay, so we've been and that's super affordable, folks. Like, it's going to be a low-cost way to produce electricity. So this is a trend to pay attention to. Pay attention to that. If you're interested to learn more about that trend, you can actually look in the journal Nature Materials. Nature Materials. In that journal, that whole study, the research is actually included there. And then a couple other things that I just wanted to, 2 other trends I wanted to share with you today. One of them has to do with bionic vision. If you happen to be following, what's going on with the bionic vision industry, in 2006, the FDA in the United States actually ruled against the exploration of taking it to market. Okay, well, recently the FDA has actually recommended approval of this new technology. Okay, now this is a big deal because the National Vision Research Institute has developed this new technology that is allowing people that have things like macular degeneration to essentially get brand new prosthetic retinas put into their eyes, okay? And it allows them to see in grayscale, flashes, essentially. So this is a big deal because so far studies have shown that 68% of people who are using this new breakthrough are actually seeing up to 2 lines better. That's a big deal. So if you remember going to the eye doctor, you're looking at the lines, they're seeing 2 lines better, which is huge if you've never been able to see in the first place. So the last new trend I wanted to share very quickly has to do with, this is very interesting. It's actually out of the journal Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. It was a study done at Cornell University, and they've actually figured out how to create a spider web implantable string. Okay, a spider web implantable string that does what? It actually can help control diabetes 1. Okay, essentially it holds the insulin producing islets cells and releases them. And there's been if you're interested in learning more about that, there's a lot of medical explanation in that study that I mentioned. But to me, that's a big deal because diabetes is a rampant disease all across the world right now. So this could be a major trend to pay attention to if you were in business. So again, that's all I have for you today. But thank you for your time. Thanks for checking in. Every single week, I'm actually going to be producing different trend-related videos so that you can stay on top of the biggest news, the biggest breakthroughs, so that you can position your business for ultimate success. So thanks for your time. God bless you. Talk to you soon.